right, steady, take control, steady.
Sir, where are you? We can see a lot of machines behind you.
Yes, well, I'm a little away. I'll tell you what, let me give you a hint. I am in the neighborhood of where my very educated mother just sent us 9 pies.
I think he's gone mad.
Gone mad? Matlab he has always been mad.
No. This is the way he is. He has given us the answer. We have to ask the questions.
You know, my Guruji asked questions, and I just love questions. The important thing is not to stop asking questions. Now, which reminds me, at some stage or the other, all of you must have done an exam. And you know how they say on top of the question paper, answer all the questions. Well, my advice in life would be to question all answers, and that, my friend, is my belief.
In an absurd situation, when Google gives education, he makes an air machine that breaks ordain.
My guru, he was an intuitive scientist.
Intuitive scientist? I mean, what science is that? I haven't heard of it.
You know, Dr. Radhakrishnan said, intuition is transcendent wisdom. That is, beyond the limits of ordinary persons. Only those who are perfect have a way of seeing the nature of reality, and it is the purity of mind that gives this intuitive faculty. Tell me, what comes to your mind when you think of space?
Mangalyaan?
Chandrayaan 2?
And which organization comes to mind?
ISRO.
Dr. Murthy, namaste.
Sir, I mean, can one really go back in time?
Evolution and involution are coexisting. Going in time forward, going time in backward, it is happening.
We in India knew about speed, distance and time hundreds of years ago. Now let me see if I can connect you to Professor Subhash Kak in the USA.
You, O sun, that travels at the speed of 2,202 yojanas in half a nimesha. When you convert that into modern units, miles per second or kilometers per second, it does turn out to be exactly the speed of light.
Now do you know where Mayavati is?
No, sir.
Uttarakhand, high on the Himalayas, from where you can see almost the whole Himalayan range. It is here that Swamiji established the Advaita Ashram, a center where the young can learn to love nature and feel nature.
He wrote, "On the heights of the Himalayas, I have a place where I am determined nothing shall enter except pure truth. There I want to work this idea. The purpose is to train seekers of truth and to bring up children without fear, without superstition. They shall not hear about Christs and Buddhas and Shivas and Vishnus. None of these. They shall learn from the start to stand upon their own feet. They should learn from their childhood that God is the Spirit and should be worshipped in spirit and in truth. That is the ideal."
What if we fail?
Are? It is better to accept failures with dignity rather than not experiment at all. That is the best way to learn. You know, science relies on experiments. You might fail, but that is the road to success.
To ask is master how to say this human disaster.
Hello? What's wrong with you lot?
Nothing.
Really?
Yes, really.
Look at your faces. I've seen more cheerful ones at a pandemic mass funeral. Come on. Why the gloom?
You vanished into space, sir. Not taking our classes, giving sermons. And telling us about someone you've not even seen.
Yes, indeed. Never met him or seen him, but I know of him very, very well.
Yet you keep on telling us about him. How can that be?
You know what he said?
I'm not sure I care.
Uri Baba ki obhiman. Shono. He said, education is not the amount of information that is assimilated in your brain and runs riot over there. We must have an assimilation of ideas. If you have assimilated 5 ideas and made them your life and character, you have more education than any man who has memorized by heart a whole library.
Yes, all that is very lofty and noble. But exams have to be passed by us.
Not by him.
But telling you about him, a visionary, a challenger, a seeker of truth, that is real education.
We don't need this, sir. We need a certificate.
No. You need to know. Your schooling method suggests learning by rote, memorizing, don't think, but cough up the right answer. Arey Baba, how do you assess what is right or wrong unless you know and understand your surroundings? One day when Narendra's father was not at home, young Bile tried his hookah only to check if it had anything to do with religion.
রতন দাদা আমায় বললো কি বললে এই উগোতে মুখ দিলে জাত চলে যায় তাই আমি দেখছিলুম জাত কোথা দিয়ে যায় আমার পোড়া কপাল জাত যায়নি গো মা বিশ্বাস করো দরজা জানলা সব বন্ধ ছিল তাতে হলো কি জাতও যায়নি কিচ্ছু যায়নি কেউ যায়নি কো আচ্ছা মা জাত মানে কি গো
Naren was a believer of science. He found it very difficult to accept Kali. He even challenged his guru.
মাথা গরম হলে মানুষ ওরকম দেখে ওসব তোমার কল্পনা উত্তপ্ত মস্তিষ্কের কল্পনা সাহেবদের চিকিৎসা মনস্তত্ত্ব বিদ্যায় এর বৈজ্ঞানিক ব্যাখ্যা আছে তোমার এই কালি আমি বিশ্বাস করি নে মানি নে আজ তোর বিদ্যের অহংকার আড়াল দিয়ে আছে তাই তুই মানছিস নে যেদিন ওই অহংকার বুঝবে সেদিন তোকে মানতেই হবে রে শালা মানতেই হবে
Swamiji was a natural management guru.
Natural management guru?
Indeed, leadership, personality, strength, spirituality, and value, all in one.
Boxer, wrestler, singer, spirituality, values. Sir,
I know. You think it's absurd. Tomar Professor Gyan Liche. No. I won't give Gyan. I will try to explain in a simple language.
ভাবতে হবে
ভাবতে তো হবে বাবা. Of course. Management without thinking does not succeed. You know, from America, Swamiji wrote that he has fallen in love.
Well, he was staying at the house of a devotee at that time, and one day he came home in a great good humor and he said, today I have fallen in love. And the lady of the house, in half amusement and curiosity, she asked, who is the lucky woman, Swamiji? And Swamiji laughed and said, no, it is not a woman, it is organization, madam.
Whatever you say, sir, you need to have money. No money, no honey.
No honey without Swamiji's religion. Yes.
Swamiji's religion.
It's Vivekananda's religion. In ancient religion, an atheist was someone who didn't believe in God. And in modern religion, those that don't believe in themselves are atheists.
That means those who don't believe in themselves are atheists.
And the faithful are the ones who believe in themselves.
Well, actually, the value of the terms faithless and faithful is not on God. It is on self-confidence. No self-confidence, no honey.
As a student, we need that certificate.
Which gets us a job.
You forgot, no? Let me remind you. Here. Let me take you back to... Maharaj, কেমন আছেন ভালো? Tell them again about jobs, please.
To those who have got degrees and they are searching jobs, to them he is telling, fie upon you, throw your degrees in Ganges. Don't you feel ashamed? Going down to Sahib, to Britishers and say, Sahib, please give me a job, give me job. So, he was not in favor of jobs. So what he says, he suggests, he writes to his people, come here to America, bring some gamcha from Hooghly, sari from Banaras and some masalas. I will help you in selling it here.
Sir, it is easy to say, but who will buy a gamcha, a towel?
Have you heard of B.B. Russell?
What he saw in the West was the spirit of entrepreneurship, and the spirit that I will make my own destiny. And he saw a great scope for India, for the products of India, for the genius of India. And one of the ways to awaken this rajas was to put India in touch with the rest of the world. So that's why he wanted young Indians to come out of India, to travel the world, to engage in business, to come out here and study and learn and trade. So that's what he said, that there are these wonderful products that India has got and which can find a ready market in the West. This will lead to development of entrepreneurship among Indians and the development of the economy and a widening of our horizons.
All that is fine, sir. We need to earn. No more living in Father's Hotel.
Father's Hotel, yes, I remember that. No, you see, he gives you support and encouragement. But organization and entrepreneurship, that is the key. The true spirituality of India is not in getting a job.
Yes, but spirituality, monks, lectures.
And by attending lectures on your guru, we will gain knowledge and understand, earn money.
Did I say lectures? No, my dear, you've got to read yourself. You've got to discuss amongst yourselves.
Yes, sir. The lectures are such a bore.
You're right. But why only you? Even I avoid boring lectures. They put me to sleep faster than any sleeping tablet can. Be young. Address the young. You, in a language, you'll follow and stay. Get ingrained. Swami Narasimhananda ji, what do you think, Maharaj?
A youth who is now, maximum a youth has got time to say watch 3-minute short film. Why would that person sit and watch a boring lecture? I find most lectures by most religious preachers boring. Though I am a religious, I am a monk, but I find it extremely boring. So why would a youth attend those kind of, Gyan Deva, means where you are giving Gyan, so to say, those kind of preachy lectures? Where is the engagement? There is no engagement.
Absolutely right, Maharaj. In America, even science teaching, rap singers have become so popular. I agree with my students about boring lectures. What do you think, Maharaj?
Long ago, as you would be knowing, Swami Vivekananda said that the religions of the world have become lifeless mockeries. It's no different in 2023. Because somehow religions and religious traditions, customs, rituals and their teachings are so distant from day-to-day activities. And in 2023, I don't see why any youth, any young woman or man would go to any religious tradition. Because it is presented in such a language which is distanced, it is not accessible, either in the idiom or in practice. So what we need to do is we need to look out for spaces where youth go. And stand-up comedy is the place where youth go. Stand-up comedy is by far, I half humorously say that the most well-read people today in India are stand-up comedians. They keep abreast of whatever is happening, both in current affairs and otherwise.
But Maharaj, only money talks nowadays.
There you go again. Money.
Maharaj, some of my friends avoid religion.
They just don't believe in religion.
Are Baba, what is religion? If you walk into the New York Vedanta Society, this is what you will see. Swami Narasimhananda ji, if you will also please tell them what they need to hear.
Was Vivekananda a monk? Not in the strictest sense of the term. It means you cannot confine or pigeonhole Swamiji as a monk, of course. So I don't know, many people are politicizing him. Instead of mudslinging, instead of using crass content, it's always better to use a content like Swami Vivekananda, which is going to elevate the quality of life of the audience. And if they make money, why not? So that is my take on that. And I would say that we have to approach content creators and encourage them to take Swami Vivekananda and create content. I think there is a fear that because it is considered religious, and many stand-up comedians have faced jail term, so they have this fear that if we take Swami Vivekananda, then what is the reaction we are going to get? And so yes, they can seek help. Like I would be glad to help to take content which will be non-controversial, which will be accepted by everybody, which has its authenticity in Swami Vivekananda's writings, and they can use this content and make people laugh, and meanwhile at the same time they can get something. For example, this content that it's because of constipation or indigestion that people don't laugh, not because of religion. This has created so much laughter. There is so much of content like that strewn across the pages of Swami Vivekananda's writing.
Maharaj, thank you.
An actual Maharaj talking?
Maharaj, unbelievable.
Candid talking.
Maharaj talks our language, thinks like us. Difficult to believe.
I told you, my guru was fearless. He spoke the truth. And presidents around the world still quote him.
My name should not be made prominent. It is my ideas that I want to be realized. So very rarely a human being, a leader, a people's leader, a spiritual leader will say, not my name, but my ideas that I want to be realized. So beautiful.
And he came to my hometown of Chicago. And there at a great gathering of religious leaders, he spoke of his faith and the divinity in every soul and the purity of love. And he began his speech with a simple greeting. Sisters and brothers of America.
Yep, scientists too talk about him.
Can I ask my friends to attend your lectures?
But you said you didn't like lectures, didn't you?
Sir, your lecture sessions are great Adda sessions.
Yes, of course. You've got to attend our chat sessions.
Our Adda sessions with you.
Of course, you must invite them.
Higher beyond the sky, far from anguish and cry of people in distress. What is he doing? Have any guess? He is searching for peace. So illusion of gain, causing lasting harm and pain. To damage the world, country is called to the waste bin. Help him, help him.